Sorry. Welcome back to my channel. Out there, darling. Right, so it is Easter Monday, and we've had a bit of a month of it. So my other haul videos have been delayed and been put up because I have had COVID, which was horrible. Then our son got it a week after I got it. Mine seemed to last, well, I only tested negative 14 days after I first tested positive. My son was a bit better in that he tested negative on day 10, which is brilliant. However, now we were COVID free for one day, and now my husband's got it. So it's nuts. It is nuts. So yeah, it's Easter Monday today. This video probably won't line up with the shopping haul videos because I want to get videos up and I want to get content out there, but we'll see. See how we work it. We might work it all right yet. But yeah, today I'm actually going to do a bit of a cooking video. So I'm actually training at work all week. So I need things that are going to be quick and easy to just bung in the oven kind of thing. And then go and pick up my son. So we did have roast lamb yesterday for dinner, which was lovely, and we got a whole leg, which we never normally do, but we treated ourselves because we've been saying for years, oh, we're gonna get a roast leg, we're gonna do a roast lamb, and we just never have because we just can't warrant the expense. Anyway, yeah, so we've got a lot of that left over, which was the plan anyway. So the intention is to do a shepherd's pie, which will be tomorrow's dinner now, and a curry later on in the week. If you'd have seen over my Instagram, and I hinted towards it in one of my videos, we got a new gadget for our kitchen, and it is this, and it's a bit dusty already. It has been used a fair bit. It's a vacuum pack machine, and oh my gosh, we're amazed already. So rather than freezing the lamb, because we're going to have the curry on Friday, so rather than freezing the lamb, bearing in mind we cooked it on Sunday, normally you'd want to use it by at the very latest Wednesday in your normal fridge, otherwise you've got to freeze it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide this lamb up so we've got enough for the cottage pie, and then put the rest into vacuum bags, put what we want for the curry in the fridge, because that should last a good week in the fridge. I think it might even be longer. Let's have a look. Get the instruction for that. So yeah, that has really I can't explain how good that gadget is. I mean, we've got a small freezer. I'll show you in a sec. We've got a small freezer, and we get raw meat for our dogs for their dinners, and that takes up a fair bit of room. So cooked meat in the fridge should last 10 to 14 days. Yeah, so our dog food comes in quite chunky packages, and then we have to defrost it. So there's our freezer. And this is just dog food. And then, so this is where we started to vacuum pack. So this is a curry sauce. Actually, that's a curry. That's not even a curry sauce. That's a curry. Which we normally have in like the little plastic containers. I've done spring rolls. I don't know how they're going to defrost, to be fair, but we'll see. And then up here we have frozen meats, and again curry sauce. So yeah, it's a brilliant little gadget. But yeah, so I'm going to do that with the lamb. We did take out a portion of beef mince. I did some gnocchi the other day, so I'm going to do like it's sweet potato gnocchi. So I'm going to do a bolognese with that, and then I'm going to have a look through the fridge. Yes, it needs a bit of a clean anyway, so I'll probably pull all this out in a bit. And I'm going to see what I can make, because we normally have 2 veggie dishes a week. So the plan is bolognese for dinner tonight, shepherd's pie for dinner tomorrow, 2 veggie dishes Wednesday, Thursday, Friday I'll do the curry, and then we've got some more meat in the freezer as well, so I might get some bits out for Saturday, Sunday, but at the minute I just need to get through what I can get through right now because Toby's asleep, Simon's resting, so I need to try and crack on. But yeah, I thought I'd come on and do a little bit of a cooking video, and it's kind of a batch cooking video as well, which is fun. I don't always do batch cooking, which I rarely do, to be fair, because obviously we haven't had the space in the freezer. Trying to do better with that now we've got the vacuum pack, because that clears up so much space. So yeah, I'm gonna set myself up and then I'll show you what I'm doing. Shepherd's pie is one of those things. I've cooked cottage pie before and I know it's like the same, but it's just one of those things that I haven't cooked before, so I can check. So the good thing about the shepherd's pie and the bolognese is it's kind of a similar base. In there it's going to be onions, garlic, carrots. I don't know what onions actually, just seeing that. It's alright, we'll be fine. Shepherd's pie, got my nan's dairy cookbook, which is very much a go-to for stuff like this. Oh, and Simon, amazing. Oh, I don't add carrots in this. Well, I'm adding carrots. Into this, and probably garlic as well. Yeah, so Simon yesterday when he cooked the roast lamb, he made up a nice bit of gravy, and we've got enough left for the dinner today, for the shepherd's pie. So I'm really looking forward to that. Cupboards are very bare actually. We are nearly empty. I mean, we've got all our oils and stuff like that, but this is like where the potatoes and onions and garlic go. There's not a lot there. It's fine. It's fine. Onion and garlic for each. The carrots. I'm going to add mushrooms to my bolognese. Lovely. Tomato. So I did actually open the passata the other day. So we've got some of that left. Beef mince. Just like to get everything out and organised as best I can. Just tomato puree. That's alright, we'll make it work. So yeah. What else do I need? I need to shut that door. That looks about right actually. Right, so I'm going to switch to my other camera because this camera is running low. Oh no. I don't know. How is it so difficult? Yeah, you know what, I'm going to switch to my other camera, do a proper time lapse on there, and I'll come back when I've prepped. kitchen while I'm at it. Right, yeah, I've prepped everything. I'm going to start the cooking of the shepherd's pie. There's the, sorry, that's the dishwasher finished. There's the gravy that Simon made yesterday with all the bones and everything, so that's amazing. Mixed herbs, so I'll do mayonnaise, that's fine. Right, so I'm just pop all the veg in. Just get that going. We got it too high. I think everything's like really hot temperature wise. So I can put in anything I can. And all I did was I've just diced up all that veg and crushed the garlic. So yeah, diced up the onions, carrot, and crushed the garlic, like I just said. And I shredded the lamb. So like I said, the lamb was cooked yesterday, and I've just shredded it by hand, so it's all rough chunks. Tastes amazing. I've been eating that as I've been going. Some thyme. I just want to get that going. You know what, I think I'm just going to stick with a bit of thyme in this one. Yeah, I'm going to soften that up, so I'll come back when that's done. Right, so that's looking good now. I did just add a little bit of water, as you saw previously, just to stop it really getting stuck. So that's looking good. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to add in lemon. Yeah, I'm going to add it all in. And I'm going to add in a little bit of tomato puree. Okay. And I also found, so I did do a bit of digging in my spice cupboards, and I found I've got some dried mint. Of course, mint and lamb go beautifully together, so I'm going to chuck some of that in. So there we go. So mint. And thyme. And we're just going to add in the gravy. Gone all gelatinous thanks to the bones and the lamb itself. So that is amazing. Get all of that out. Yeah, very, very passionate about our sauces and our stocks and our gravies here, so yeah, we love it. Right, so there we go. I'm going to bring that up to a boil now and just let it simmer a little bit, just so we reduce that liquid down just that little bit more. And then I'm going to pop it into a dish and then leave it to cool slightly, and then I'll get the mash going, just so then the mash and the meat base actually sit on top of each other and they don't sort of blend into each other, which you can get if either mix is too hot. So actually no, I'll get the mash on now, because the mash can just be left to cool. That looks amazing, and I really want to drink it. Now I haven't seasoned anything. The reason for that is we're cooking for Toby as well, and obviously he's 8 months old, so we're obviously trying to not add salt. So we add salt at the end. If you do want to make this yourself, make sure you're seasoning throughout, tasting throughout. I'm going to taste it anyway just to make sure it tastes good. Oh, which it does, right. I'm going to move that onto a lowering, and then I'm going to crack on with the spag bowl. So let's do this. I am going to do the spag bowl in a frying pan because the pans are on the wash. And do you know what? Right now I don't want to percolate that way. I'll do that in a bit once I'm done cooking. So, okay. Yeah. Just keep an eye on all of this then. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Then what I'll do later with this spag bowl, it's not spag bowl, what I'll do later with the bolognese is I will fry off the gnocchi, and then mix it in the bolognese sauce, and then I'm probably going to put it in the oven, to be honest with you. So straight away we're just going in with the onions, garlic and carrots like we did with the shepherd's pie. Again, and too hot. I tend to do the water trick because I don't use a lot of oil or fats or anything when I cook. That's personal preference. But obviously if you're using oil and stuff you won't get the problem with the sticking. I use the Fry Light spray, which it should be fine, but like I said, I work on high heat, so I think I screw myself over there. But yeah, I'm going to let this just soften up a little bit, and I'll come back when we're adding in the beef. Right, okay, so let's take the spoon of the shepherd's pie, so that's what it's on here. Add the mushrooms, and I'm going to add the beef mince. That's how the meat looks when it's been sealed in the vacuum pack, which is just amazing. So I'm going to cut it open. The potatoes have come up to the boil there because the mix. Bring this mix up. easy to do with the spatula, I must admit. I've only got the one with the spoon. So, maybe actually. We don't mind. We'll do the same thing. Just to get that spoon in there. So we can do that. So just get the spatula in the shepherd's pie, make sure it's all cooking nicely. Sticking. That is looking amazing at the back there. Now let the heat back up so we can get this cooking. Then in here, actually I'll add the herbs now, put the herbs in. So we're adding thyme again, not as much. Basil. Sorry, that cut me off there, my camera got a bit too hot. So I've just added thyme, basil and oregano to that. And then I'm going to chuck in the tomato puree and the passata, and then we'll let that cook down, and then hopefully by then the shepherd's pie and the potatoes will be done. So I'll assemble that over there. But yeah. So we have the shepherd's pie, and we have the mash. So it's cooled a little bit now. But it's cooled a lot. Yeah, it's pretty cold. And this is probably where it all still sinks anyway, and then I look like a muppet. Hoping not. The washing machine is on, but I can't keep stopping and starting it because otherwise it's never going to get out on the line. Anyway, yeah, so there we go. So we are smearing a little bit, but I think that's more to do with the fact that I've just dolloped it on in big chunks. But that's fine. We can do. There we go. Right, so that's that. I'll have to try some of that. So I'm not happy with that just poking out around the edge, so I'm going to make more washing up for myself. Oh, that's good. That is still good. Right, so obviously don't do that if you're cooking for other people, because, you know, people don't appreciate the whole double dipping situation with spoons, but seeing as I'm just making for me and my family, I am not going to worry. So, yeah. In all honesty, I don't mind that this looks more rustic. Oh, it's good. Because I feel like that's what dishes like this are all about. Like, they need to look rustic. Anyway, yes, so that's the cottage pie done. The bolognese was done earlier as well. I will probably join back on later to show you how the bolognese goes with the gnocchi. I don't know how I'm feeling about it at the minute, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna make lunch for us all now and try and get some stuff sorted, but we'll see. Right, and we are back. So it's now 5 o'clock. So I'm just getting dinner on the go. Had a chat with Simon about what he fancies. So I'm actually going to do the gnocchi differently to how I described earlier, but it's still going to taste good, I'm sure of it. So what I'm going to do is, rather than roasting it off, I am just going to fry it all off, add the bolognese sauce in, and then top it with some cheese. Hence the grating of the parmesan. So there we go. That should be fine. So there we go. Let's get this all going. Oh. Very light in there. I might have to do this in batches just to get the colour on the gnocchi to begin with. We shall see. If you see my iPad in the corner of the screen at all, it's because I also do uploads onto my Instagram. So if you don't ever want to watch like a whole video, come and have a look at my reels over on Instagram, because I tend to film my cooking there. Share it over there. So these are really quickly made gnocchi from the other day. And all it was sweet potato. I do also add some white potato and some flour. And did I put an egg in it? I don't think I did actually. So I'm doing anything like this, we work in a clockwise direction. Mind you, you'll probably see me in a second shake the pan, so I'll have undone all this work. But the idea is you work in a clockwise direction, starting from 12 o'clock, and then that way you can, when you turn it, you can work in the direction that you pop them in on. So, definitely isn't really enough room in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the oven on, just to keep it nice and warm. Like I said, brown them up in batches. And then we'll add them all back into the pan at the end. And add the sauce to that. I'll carry on doing this, brown them up nicely, and then I'll come back in a bit. That is the first batch. That's the colour that we're sort of looking to get on them. Nice sort of browning going on, so they're all cooked on the outside, warming through on the inside. So I'm going to pop those into an oven-proof dish and then crack on with the next batch. So as you can see, I have added the gnocchi and the bolognese sauce into the pan. Now already I'm regretting it, so if I were to do this again, I'd keep the gnocchi separate. I'd either keep the gnocchi separate completely, so warm the gnocchi up and the bolognese up separately, or I'd do what I said originally of adding it in and popping it in the oven all together, so in a roasting dish. But it's alright. Just trying to get up to temperature now, which isn't fast. And then once it's up, trying to keep the movements to a minimum, knowing that this gnocchi is breaking down quite quickly and easily. I'm just trying to sort of get underneath with the spoon. Be as gentle as I can, which isn't easy, I'm not gonna lie, but there we go. So I'm sure it'll still taste the same, it's just not going to look as pretty, but get there. So yeah, thank you very much, I'll catch you next time.